Alright, everybody, welcome to Dicey Fate. I am Trunks, your DM for the evening, for the foreseeable future. Here with my friends as usual, ready to play more D&D. Gotta say, once again, go check out Wax After Coins and Comics, just because I want to say it again anyway. And hi Kyle, if you're listening to this. And
hi Kyle, if you're not listening to this.
Either way, go hi Kyle. But anyway, besides that, we don't really have any announcements still because we don't have anything else to do right now. So tonight, let's get into this episode and see how this goes.
Probably horribly.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
So anyway, last episode, lovely things happened. The party got into a fight with 4 stone-cursed individuals, and by the end of the battle, the whole entire party became stone. When they woke up and came through, you guys were imprisoned, and some of you were being interrogated by other lovely people.
Some of us were killing somebody.
But, you know, to some rash actions and
poor dice rolls.
Yeah, that was the best way to put it. Everyone
very poor performance on my part.
Most, if not all, of the party got KO'd, got knocked out through the whole adventure.
I think only the naked guy was still conscious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, only the naked guy. So, with that being said, we're coming into Asha. You're hurting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, lots of hurting. And as you come to, you realize something. You don't have that much movement.
Mm-hmm.
As you're stripped of your armor, and you are chained to the wall, or to the wall of the cage. And sitting in there is the lady who led the attack on you after you shot at her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's sitting there with a dagger in hand, just kind of cleaning her nails. And she looks up at you and you're finally awake.
I just stare at her.
She goes, yeah, nothing to say.
Just stare at her.
Very well. Well, we're stopped for the night. If you feel like you want to talk, my name is Sarah. Please yell out for me, and one of my friends will come get you. Will come get me. And she just stands up and goes, walking out of the cart that you're in.
Mm-hmm. And
then 2 of the guards come in, and they sit on either side of the cage,
mm-hmm.
facing you. Both heavy crossbows, ready to go.
How am I chained?
Sitting down, both hands clad in irons, and it's around the bar, around one of the bars.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a little bit of range left to right, and probably about 5 feet up and down.
Okay, so basically my hands are outside the bars.
Oh no, they're on the inside.
Okay,
they're still with you. You probably have like maybe a foot of chain.
Okay, so there's a chain between my wrists.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, you have 2 guards just sitting there, posted on either side.
Do I have my belt or bag?
No. All of it has been taken.
Okay. At this point, I'm just gonna fuck with him. I'm gonna start randomly seeing how far I can stretch. If they hit me, they hit me.
What are you talking about?
I'm stretching like as far as I can if I can maneuver away from them. Or how big is this cage?
Probably like 4x4. It's not a huge cage, but it's big enough to sit in comfortably.
Okay.
Not for you as much, because...
Right.
But they're just sitting there looking at you. They haven't really said anything.
I'm not worried about saying anything to them. I'm worried about testing their perception, I guess.
All right, what are you trying to do?
At this point, I'm just testing their perception, trying to see how much attention they're actually paying to me.
Okay, roll perception yourself.
They are paying a lot of attention, I'm sure. 12.
So far, it doesn't look like they're paying attention to you at all.
So I will... I'm gonna look at the irons, see if there's anything that I can see that I could do to get them open.
Like how? Like just...
I'm inspecting them to see if I can figure out how to open them. I don't know if I can. I don't know if...
Roll me investigation.
That's another fucking lean. And I hate that because it almost went to 20. Damn. I've got nothing. 8.
So far, you're looking at these things and it's just like they are
pretty good irons.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I got nothing else to do right at the moment.
Okay.
I'll listen and see if I can hear anything from anybody else.
Alright. Well, we'll see here in a little bit. Alikir. You've been sitting in this cell butt ass naked for a better part of, the day.
Okay.
You felt it when they actually pulled to a stop, and like you can start hearing people getting ready. You hear them like you feel like the wagon's getting circled up, and you can kind of see fire coming from outside your tent or outside your cart. And within no time, you hear footsteps, and in walks the lady that was talking to you at first. And she tosses in some kind of raggedy looking clothes. She goes, "Get dressed."
What for?
I don't want to see your naked ass the whole trip.
Oh, you can't tell me you're not enjoying it.
I didn't say that, but still, get dressed.
Fine.
I thought you Shatterkai had more elegance or pride, either one.
Why would pride allow me to, or force me to stay dressed?
Well, there's not much to see right now.
Huh. Maybe because I don't see anything.
And she kind of chuckles and... So what are you doing out here with them?
Traveling. Heading off on an adventure.
I heard the Shatterkai don't really travel with people outside of their own.
When you need to remain inconspicuous, sometimes you need to travel with others that don't draw attention.
So you found the prince.
Who?
Don't play dumb with me.
I'm not playing. I really am dumb.
Okay. So we're still going with this route. Well, just still, since you've been at least courteous. More so than your other companions.
No, haven't had much of a choice on that.
I can at least tell you that we are sending your friend back to his tower.
So be it.
And then after that, who knows? There might be a job for you. For you. Just you.
I doubt that.
Honestly, I like the way you work. I like your people.
You've never seen how I work.
If it's anything like any of the other Shatterkai, I guess I'll be impressed.
Maybe. But then again, how many other Shatterkai have you actually witnessed perform their work?
Shields, none.
Exactly.
And that's why it'd be nice to have one on the payroll.
We don't come cheap.
Neither do I. But we'll talk more later.
Fine.
Are you hungry?
I could eat, but I don't have to.
I'll bring you something back.
I'll go ahead and start getting dressed.
And yeah, it's nothing fancy at all. It's just tattered, brown, leggings and a shirt. And you have noticed that not as many guards have been around at this point. They've come down to about 4. But none of them look relaxed around you at all.
No. I'm just gonna sit cross-legged. Just for now, I guess, try to meditate and get some rest.
Okay. So, Rafben, on the other hand, you wake up. You are healed. Healed enough. And you're sitting there with one soldier. You have been, all your armor and your weapons have been removed. And yeah, you're just sitting in here, and he is standing there, heavy crossbow out, ready to go.
What's your name?
And he's just sitting there, kind of just holding the crossbow at towards you.
Strong, quiet type. My name's Rafben.
I'll say, roll me a persuasion. Just because, you're talking, and I just want to see where this goes.
Persuasion?
Yes.
21.
Okay. He just looks at you. My name's Charles. Why are you asking about my name?
Oh, I just figured I'd want to know the name of the person who's standing watch over me.
Why?
I can't be polite.
So, no, you're not supposed to be polite.
I think we got off on the wrong foot. I'm just trying to make up for it.
You know, so he's just kind of sitting there, like holding the crossbow at your face. He's like, "What game are you playing?"
Okay. Am I standing up, or I assume still sitting down?
You're sitting down.
I'm just gonna put my hands up and say, "Hey, no game here. Just thought I'd get to know you."
What? You make no sense.
I was taught to be polite.
Why?
That's how I was raised. I mean, you don't have to keep talking to me. I just figured you got nothing better to do. I got nothing better to do.
So you rather sit here and talk to me than try some way to get out and try to, you know.
How am I going to get out? You have my armor. You have my weapons. I'm hurt.
Weird.
I've heard that more than a few times.
Yeah. Don't try anything funny. I will shoot you.
If you want funny, I can tell you a joke.
And he's just sitting here, just looking at you, just like, what do I do? You know, you can.
You confused the guard.
You can see he has that look of, the hell did I do? What's going on here?
I mean, you can just stop talking to me. It's okay.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's
Okay.
good. No more talking.
Okay.
Just sit there and be quiet.
I'll act like I twist a key over my lips. Not gonna talk.
I just sit there and be quiet. No more talking.
Well, on that note, I'll just look around and see if I can see anything through the back of the cart or if it's open.
It's open slightly. Let's see. You see a fire. You see people cooking. You do see the chick. She walks up and she's talking to a couple of people close to the fire. Let's see. Yeah, your passive is too low to actually to hear what they're saying.
Blissful ignorance.
But after a little bit of time, they all separate and start kind of sitting around the campfire and eating and whatnot. You all can see this. I mean, granted, at different angles, but you all can see them eating, you know. And after a little bit, they switch out guards. And, you know, the other guards come in to eat and whatnot. And then you hear, all right, everyone, get some sleep. And at this point, they all walk out and leave you three alone. And I will have y'all roll for initiative because this will be the night. This will be night one. What do y'all want to do during your?
Bye, guy.
So what we got?
16.
9.
If it's actual initiative, 14.
It's actual initiative. So 14, 9, 16.
Yep.
Alright, so Rafben, you're up first. It is not dead of night. As far as you know, people are sleeping. The campfire's gone out. And it is quiet.
Do I have a guard in with me?
No.
I'm going to try talking in a loud whisper to see if either one of them is nearby.
Okay. And what are you saying?
I guess just calling out their names, Alikir or Asha.
Alright.
Is this couldn't go bad?
Yeah, y'all guys kind of hear a hush whispered both of your names.
Okay.
I'll answer back yes in Draconic.
smart. I should have thought of that. Asha?
And since he started in Draconic, I'll keep it. Yeah.
Yeah, you just get back some.
Growls.
Yeah.
Whispered growls.
Thankfully, I have Draconic. I guess I'll ask them how they are, if they're okay, because all I know is what happened to me.
Right.
And I'll keep it going in Draconic.
I'll answer back. Was naked for a little while, but they gave me some clothes now.
And I'm gonna ask, why were you naked?
They were afraid of me.
Yeah, I'm a little worse for wear. I've been shot a few times.
And I'll also say this is the first time I haven't had less than 4 guards on me.
Anybody got any ideas?
I can easily get out, but I would have to find a way to get you guys out.
I don't know.
Do we just stay the night?
If I knew where my stuff was, it would be a lot easier to get us out.
All I have right now is my clothes.
Hey, me too.
All I have now is their clothes.
So we're a little lacking on stuff. But what about Rick? Does anybody know where he is?
I'm not even sure if he's still in camp. She told me they were sending him back to his tower.
Oh.
They may have already taken him. I don't know.
If they're smart, they would have.
But she knew I was lying when I was denying who it was.
Oh, me too. I got punched.
I didn't get that far. I killed a guy.
So do we sit for the night, or do we make an attempt?
I don't know that I could keep up with you. If you want to try and go and get some help, that's fine, but I can't.
I don't know if we're close enough to anywhere for help.
None of us have any of our stuff. So.
And in a lot of ways, with the way they left us with no guards, this feels like a trap, like they're just waiting.
Yeah.
She offered me a job. Just me. I think she's wanting to see if I will betray.
I talked with my guard. His name was Charles. He didn't like me.
None of them like me.
But yeah, I think the best call for tonight is just kind of wait it out. I mean, we could all use the rest.
Yes.
I would rather y'all be in the same place as me, because there's a bunch of guys here.
Yes. If I can somehow find out where my supplies are, I can try to get us out tomorrow. But I have to know where my bag is to be able to get my thieves' tools to lockpick more easily.
Right. Plus, there's probably somebody listening to us anyway.
Only if they know this.
What
At
are
this
the
point, they
odds?
could think we're just snoring really loud.
I mean, that's true.
So I guess get some rest.
Yes,
Yeah.
most definitely.
And I'm going to position myself to where if somebody tries to open the cage, they're going to have to move me to
Okay.
do it.
So, sleep finds you all. not the most comfortable positions not the most comfortable sleep you've had but not the worst. Well, some of you not the worst. Some of you who's lived out in the wild, or some of you that's lived out in the battlefield,
Probably the worst night's sleep for me.
Right. But I will say you do get a full night rest, and the morning comes. You're all healed up, and Alikir in walks your 4 guards. They don't say anything. They just get in their positions, and
I'll take it it's morning then.
And they say nothing.
So have you guys decided yet?
And one of them speaks up. What are you talking about?
Which one's first?
On what?
To die. Have you decided yet?
Roll me an intimidation.
18.
Nice.
See, we're good on rolls that don't actually matter.
With your high enough passive perception, you notice at least 3 of them are like shaking, like sweat beating down their brow. They were cool the first night, but now they're just kind of like, what is he talking about? He's in a cage. He has no weapons. And the one, he's just, you don't scare me.
Ah, so you have decided.
Gray ups don't scare me at all. They aren't that scary.
Really? Then why does your boss want to hire me?
So you don't know what you're talking about. Shut up before I pump one in your leg.
You do that, you definitely signed your death wish.
And he just stares at you for a little bit. And you feel the cart just kind of lurch forward. Asha and Rafben, same thing. Charles comes back in the morning.
Hi, Charles. Oh, wait.
And he just looks at you. He's like, "That's right. Shut up." You get your 2 guards back in, Asha, and you all feel the cart lurch forward.
Right.
And now, here's a little thing I want to do. I'll let you 3 pick who wants to go first.
Should we roll for it?
Might as well.
And I'll tell you what happens when.
I got a 5.
10.
2.
I guess you.
Okay. Alikir, I need you to roll me just a straight D20, my friend. And we'll see what we get.
11.
Ooh. All right, roll me a D6.
4.
Dun, dun, dun.
Lovely. This is awesome.
Oh god.
Beware of the smiling DM.
I mean, we did kind of sign up for this, and I drug y'all into this.
So, you guys are going through the forest. You do know you're still in the Golden Fox Woods. Alikir, roll me a survival, please.
16.
You notice y'all have passed this same tree at least 3 times already. Like, you've seen that same tree as y'all rode by on these carts.
So they're lost.
and you guys are going, and suddenly the carts just kind of screech to a halt. And Alikir, Asha, actually Rafben too, because they're not being quiet at this point. You can hear people up front. The hell did that thing come from? I'm like, I don't know, get out and see if you can move out the way. Like, just stand by. Just make sure it doesn't. And suddenly, as you can hear people getting off horses, and suddenly you just hear, oh my, and suddenly people start screaming. They're yelling, shoot it, shoot it! And suddenly you hear a horse neigh, and then silence. And you hear...
Are our guards still in there?
No, they're running out at this point.
All of them?
Yeah, beside one, the one that's wasn't afraid of you, he's still standing there.
I'm gonna say bye to Charles as he walks away.
Oh no, he doesn't walk, he runs, he full on sprints.
As he's running, I'm gonna say bye, Charles.
And y'all heard that lovely noise, and you hear people screaming and running, and I need initiative from you three as well.
Which one of us did worse?
Probably me.
Did you roll a 1?
No.
Alright, so start over here. Rafben.
3.
You did do worse.
I only have a +1.
Ah.
Roll a 2.
Yup.
Asha.
6.
Well, I guess this works out then. 18!
I mean, sure, why not?
Hey, I'm just batting cleanup here.
Alright. So, suddenly, you hear this kind of...
What's the guard doing? Is he staring at me, or is he more worried about what's going on?
He's kind of doing that whole, side-eyed, looking at you, looking toward the back of the carriage, still looking at you. He's like, "What's going on out there? What are you doing? Are these your people?"
No idea. Could be. But aren't you worried about your friends?
And he's still sitting there. He's like, "If you come to that door, they're dead."
Then you might want to keep your eyes on the door and not me.
And Alikir, you are up. It's your turn again.
You still staring at me?
Oh yeah, he's...
Want to see a trick?
And he's like, "What are you talking about?"
Well, I asked you guys earlier if you had decided who went first. They all ran away. You're still here. So you had decided, right? Do you want to die to what's out there, or what's in here?
He's sitting there. He has his finger on that trigger. He's like, "Shut up."
Well then, see you on the other side. And I'm going to poof behind him and just go for a straight stranglehold on him.
Alright, it's a grapple time. You do have it. I will say you have advantage because he did not see this coming.
17 for the athletics on that.
Well, okay, yeah, because I would say roll me an attack, but
well, just an attack roll. What would you have me? My strength or dexterity?
With this one it'd be. I would say it'd be dexterity because the athletics roll would be the sinking it in, getting it tighter. That the dexterity is trying to
18.
Well, you got his armor class. But I gotta see what his contested athletics is, because I'm pretty sure he's not that strong. I could be wrong. Oh no, he is not that strong. Okay, so right now, you have him grappled, and he's gagging, and you're holding on for dear life, just... And, like, he is, like, trying to shake you off, but... Right now... And I gotta see. Just gotta see, because there are those chances of him passing out the first round, because...
He's struggling.
No, he's good.
And I gotta say something. You should think, at least Alikir's not naked.
This is true.
He could have fixed that.
I didn't teleport with my clothes.
There's a naked man on me! No one wants to fight the naked man.
I don't want your rags.
Yeah, I'd probably, as I've got him in the grab, go, where's my stuff?
He's gagging. He's not even...
Just give me a hint. Look that way.
Asha, you're up next.
Oh, goody. Did my guards leave?
Oh yeah, they took it out. And you can hear the screaming, and
So am I chained to the door, or am I chained to another section?
you're changed to the right wall.
I'm gonna try and see if I can manage to hit the chain, not the chain, the
Or
bar. Thank you.
The Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
All right, hold the hit. DC's a little higher because just the angle of everything.
Mm-hmm. Math. 18.
Oh, that's a hit. What was the damage?
5.
And you start gathering that energy, and just a quick shot, and the bar bends.
Mm-hmm.
Not completely broken, but it does bend. So you're getting there.
Okay. If I got time, I'll do it again. If I don't, then...
No, this
All
one's
right.
out. Oh, lovely. Outside. I just rolled a nat 20.
For the monster or the
Sure.
captors?
We'll find out. Suddenly you hear someone, oh god, oh, and just,
I'll take that as the monster.
and you hear someone screaming, and like all of a sudden it gets muffled, and then silence from someone outside, and you hear other people just like, shoot it now, and you can just hear, you know, just, and oh, that's not going well. Rafben, you're up.
I guess I'm gonna look at my cage and see if it looks like there's anything that's weak, like the door hinge or anything I could pry or push on.
Roll me investigation.
Sweet, straight roll. 11.
Looks just about as sturdy as when you hit it the first time.
Well, then I'll try and pry on the door. Just
This full on strength. This
rather than try and kick it again, we'll try and pry.
All right.
What do you want me to roll? Strength,
Roll me a strength. Athletics.
athletics.
Yeah.
Good. 14.
Okay. You're over here just, and you don't know if it's giving or not. It's kind of a sturdy door. You know, it's metal.
But I'm more metal.
All right. Back over to Alikir. This dude's like trying to push off stuff, you know, get some kind of leverage.
I'm just gonna keep holding on and go, You're either going to tell me where my stuff is, or you're going to die first. Your choice.
Alright, pose. Grapple again.
For athletics, 13.
You got a 6. And you are cinching that, in deeper. And he is still up. Like, he is keeping it right, I mean, it's cinched in. Like, you can see he's starting to fade a little, but that willingness to live is kind of, doing better. Alright, so Alikir, high or low?
Rafben?
Why does Alikir? I look right at you. Rafben, high or low?
We'll go high since I'll go low.
Okay. Asha, high or low?
Low.
Well, damn. Okay, so this is what happens as you're sitting there holding that dude. Suddenly you hear just, and like you feel a force hit the dude, and then the guy goes limp, and like you can feel his body just kind of lose all, get extra heavy all of a sudden. You had that, that feeling.
Dead weight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And as you look up, you see Edric just sitting there just.
She said they sent you back to your tower. I'm glad they didn't.
They were heading that way. My cart got thrown.
What are we against out there?
Big vines.
Okay. Do you know where our stuff is by any chance?
I have no idea. That's why I was hoping to look for you, or Asha, or Rafben. I found you first.
Okay. We'll go get them, and I'm going to reach down and grab the heavy crossbow and the quiver of bolts that guy would have had. I'm not worried about the rest of his armor, just those two things.
And you see Edric walks over and he grabs a sword and just draws it. And he's like, "Let's go."
Yes.
All right. So now we get to put Alikir and Edric on the field. They're at the very back. Yeah, they're coming out of that one. But yeah, so as this is going on, as you come out of the Alikir, as you come out of the back of the caravan, you can see this giant mound of vines and glowing eyes and jacket-looking teeth, and you can see two people, like their arms sticking out of this thing in different parts of this thing's body, and like you can see a face of one of the guys screaming as the vines go wrapping around his face and like pull it into himself. And you notice the horses have already either broken free of their constraints and running, or have been killed. And you're the first one who gets to see where everyone's at on this lovely battlefield. Asha, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna hit that bar again, or attempt to. Yeah, that was better than last time. 24.
That's a hit.
Aw, only 4. It literally bounced off the wall. It was sitting on 10.
And you get another. It's still holding on. It's loose. Like you can tell. It's almost there, but there's still that enough force on it to. There's enough meat on the bar still to keep it from just breaking completely off.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to do? Because you can't. There's no movement right now, so I would say you use your movement for something else if you want. Not another attack, but.
Could I? Does it have a bar across the middle of it?
Yes.
Can I try and see if I can leverage the bar loose?
Roll me athletics. I would say it won't be. Nah, it'd be straight athletics. It won't be an advantage or anything because.
Nope.
You rolling that one?
Nope. I got a 4.
Oh. So you're up there just.
I rolled a 2.
You're up there just kind of. Nothing. Let's see what they do. Oh, nice. They're actually gonna do something this time. Because they actually hit the monster. You watch as all these guys start raining arrows. And how many is up there? How many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 7.
35.
Okay.
There's 8 though.
Yeah, there's only 5 of them shooting. The other 2 are slashing. It's a different damage.
True.
Huh. What is 2? Alright. And it is Rafben's turn.
You said the door didn't look like anything happened, right?
It moved just barely.
So I'm going to try and pry on one of the bars on the side of the cage instead. Maybe I can break it loose and wedge my way out. So athletics again?
Yes, sir.
15.
That time you start pulling again. Pulling. And the bar bends a little bit. It hasn't broken, but it has bent.
Well, that's a start.
And now it is the monster's turn. And you got the 2 guards up there at front.
Hey, at least I go before the monster.
True.
I mean, that's a good thing. I don't know if it's a good thing for these 2 guys up front, though. Because both those attacks hit. Ow. They gotta make some DCs real quick. Because these guys are not going to be happy. These guys are not happy. They are grappled. And they take 2d8 points of damage. Ooh. Oh, 2d8 plus 4 points of damage. And well, you watch as that thing, Alikir, you watch as that thing just full on, just like spreads and gets bigger and slams on them both. And as it reforms to the creature, they're gone. You see them screaming, like you hear them screaming, and then it's muffled screaming as their legs start kicking and then just slowly stop. And it's like this thing absorbs them into their body. Yeah, they're dead. And now back to the top of the round. Edric looks at you. He goes, "What are we doing?"
We need to check the cots, find the other two, and find our stuff.
Yes. What about them?
I think they're a little distracted right now.
As I go one way, you go the other? Or we stand together?
I would say stay together. We'll stand a better chance.
That's alright. So,
And
which one are you pointing to Edric to go for? Alright.
this first one in line.
Alright, roll me a D6, please.
2.
Alright. You open it up, and it's nothing but storage stuff in here. It's like lots of boxes, lots of crates.
Nothing that looks like it might have been recently added. Like our stuff.
Room investigation.
11.
Not that you could tell from just opening it up.
Let's try the next one.
Okay. It is your turn. No, I'm sorry. You see Sarah up there, pulls out a bow, knocks an arrow. And she's gonna let a bolt fly, or an arrow fly. Not like that, she's not.
Oh, it flew.
Yeah, it flew. It slams right into this big ass monster, and it just like does nothing. And after that, it's Alikir. So at this point, you do know that trying to get to,
I'm going to be in somebody's view.
yeah.
Still, best option is going to be come up right behind this guy and just wait. I'm going as stealthily as I can.
All right.
23.
Okay. You're over here just like dee 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 dee, as you hear people screaming and monster over here just slamming. All right. So, Asha, you are next.
Alright, well, I'll try and hit the bar again with Eldritch Blast. Um, 21.
That's a hit.
6.
Damage.
Yes.
And at that point, boom, and the clink, and the bar falls down.
Can I fit between the bars now?
It'd be a little bit acrobatics, but
I will try and do that.
go for it.
$22.
You kind of, turn sideways a little bit and wiggle, but you are out of the cell.
I'm gonna get out of the carriage.
With the rest of your movement, I would say, yeah, you can jump out of the carriage. All right.
I'm gonna get out, but I want to at least to the door. Before I actually get out, I'm gonna look to see where I'm at.
Okay, roll me a perception.
A 25.
Well, you peek out. We put Asha at the second one. Yep. She's at the very back. Yeah. You look out and you see one of the soldiers, or one of the people sitting there with an arrow, like, knocked, and you just hear just this like slithering noise
I hear the noise?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will wait until my next round to make a full-out dash for the back.
Okie dokie. And after that one...
Do I happen to see her out of the back of the cart?
With your passive, yes. You see her looking out, just kind of, and like look over and see this dude, and like kind of that whole of, what's that noise? And just kind of sneak back in for a second. And now it's these guys. And they lob another. They're all shooting just. This guy doesn't even, the guy behind in front of you doesn't even realize you're there. He just takes the arrow out and fires. And I fucked up. 3 times 5, 15. And all these arrows just into this thing, and it shrugs it off. And you hear Sarah yelling, stand your ground, we can take it. And after their go is Rafben.
Well, I guess I'm gonna try and pry that bar again.
Rafben's in here just like, why am I the only one not getting out?
16, slowly going up each time.
Alright. This time, and tink, tink, and you snap one of the bars.
Is it big enough to squeeze through?
You can certainly try.
At least you don't have your armor on.
Try I shall.
It's a little easier to squeeze when you don't have metal armor
Right?
on.
I assume acrobatics again?
Acrobatics.
Good. I get to add so much. 6.
You're too broad. You try to go through one way, try to like suck in, try to go, and like nothing. You're just sitting here just like, damn these big shoulders.
That's the human in you.
And then the monsters go. And it just and like every time it hits, you can hear the suction, then the squelching noise of like earth and like slithering parts all at once. And Alikir, you watch this thing go over to this dude. Yeah. And just reaches back, and it doesn't. And the bad thing is, it doesn't even like try to grab him. It just full on just slams the whole entire cart and everything. And I just gotta see the damage it does.
I hope Rafben's not that car.
And oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Like the first slam, I was gonna look up, and the guy's like, ah, ah, ah! Like he's like reaching out, and you watch this, like he's like stuck in its chest, just screaming, and then you see it just kind of, and just start pulling him in, and like all you see is this dude's face as he's screaming, "Help me, please! Somebody help me! Oh, for love of God!" And the monster just suddenly sucks him in the rest of the way. Yep, because he's engulfed. I ain't got to roll the rest of the damage. He didn't have that much left anyway. and he's gone. And at this point, Sarah starts screaming, "Fall back! Fall back!"
The guy in front of Alikir.
But it's Edric's turn before hers. And you see, like, you've never seen this look in Edric's eyes before. And Edric just, like, he looks pissed off. He draws his sword and just, like, full dead sprint at this dude. And I have to roll something, because... And Edric just runs up. This dude has no strength. That's the only thing that saved him here. And Edric full on just tackles this dude. Slams him straight into the dirt. And starts just like rage in his eye. Just brings back the short sword. Just starts stabbing down. And I think in that 20 hits.
Maybe.
No, of course not. He misses.
And he just over and over and over and over, and no one else seems to notice for a moment because they're like either shocked by the giant mound of vines and teeth, or this dude's not living anymore because he's just sitting here getting gutted. Just multiple stab wounds to the chest. And Sarah turns to run. She takes a shot at him at it first, misses, and then runs to the back toward the carriage. And she goes jumping off.
Nat won it?
She nat won it. It was an easy DC. And she goes to jump and somehow catches her foot on the...
Probably seeing Edric raging on this dude threw her off a little bit.
And me going, hi.
And all of a sudden, you see her just... And she's laying there kind of like, shut up, bitch. And just looks up seeing you both. And like, Edric hadn't even paid attention to her yet. Edric's over here just like making this dude paste at the moment. And it is Alikir's turn.
Nah. I'm going to take a shot at the guy on the cart over here to this side. With the heavy crossbow that I picked up. Let's see. Should be the same as the longbow.
Yeah.
So 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
That's a D10.
And he doesn't even see it coming.
Oh. Little shit of damage. 6 damage.
He's still alive, but all of a sudden he's like, huh? What the? And he kind of looks at you. He's like, the prisoners, they're out.
Speak for yourselves.
But I will use my movement to move forward almost up to her.
And she's trying to get to her feet and just looking up at you.
And I'm just going to look at her and go, where's my stuff?
And that's, yeah. As we come to Asha, as you hear everyone yelling, the prisoners are out.
Okay. So do I see what's going on now or not?
As soon as you stick your head out, you can see this dude, the dude on top, right across from, right straight back, has a crossbow bolt sticking out of his side because he's looking at Alikir, You see Edric over here, just a bloody mess as he's just going to town on this dude. Sarah's on the ground, like kind of looking up at Alikir.
I guess while he's distracted, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast that dude straight across from me.
Okay.
Attempt to, anyway.
Eldritch Blast.
Probably not. That would be an 11.
I guess I think that might hit.
Woohoo!
I think. Let me see.
If it does?
Oh, no, it does not.
Damn. Well,
Like
I'm
2 off.
Damn. I'm still getting out of the carriage because I saw
Bless you.
they're running that way, so I'm getting out of the carriage and going around this side.
And you just
No,
you shoot off
this-
the blast, and the
as
guy,
far as I can.
What's your movement?
30.
30.
And the guy just looks at you. He's like, "It's an escape. This is all their plan. This is all their plan."
I mean, I'm not going to argue with him at this point.
Which one of us has a plan?
Planning?
We
What is
plan
that?
things.
And this guy decides he sees you, and he doesn't know which one to shoot because there's 2 people now.
Well, I'm kind of like right under him.
But I'm
And-
also right in front of his boss.
Alikir, he takes a shot at you and misses as the crossbow bolt hits the ground like far from you.
What did he roll?
3.
Then yes, okay. Because I was like, well, without my armor, I think I'd only have like a. I don't really have any unarmored.
He has
or-
9. He rolled a 9, but your basic armor is 10 plus your dex.
Okay, so 14. I only lose 1 when I get rid of my armor.
Me too.
I lose a lot.
And
I go from a
I was
14
almost as strong naked.
I go from a 14 to a 13.
And the other 2 guys, they turn and they start running back. They move their full 30. And they see you. And they both draw their crossbows. And they're like, well, actually, no, they have to reload this
Yeah.
round. So they run back and they throw them to the side and pull out their short swords. And they're like, get away from our boss.
Where's my stuff?
What's your name?
I mean, it's not as bad as what's your name.
And they're just sitting there, just like right at the moment. It's a weird standoff.
It's a weird Mexican standoff.
Oh, well, Eldric is beating on the guy behind me.
Edric has made paste.
Yeah, he's gripped this dude open. And it is Rafben's turn.
Well, guess I'm gonna try and pry on another bar, make the space bigger.
And like you hear all this stuff going on.
Mutter under my breath, gotta save my own self. 13 to pry on another bar.
Yeah, you start pulling this one. It's easier now because you kind of know where to pry. And this one easier, just kind of ding, 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 ding.
Is the space big enough to get out now?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't even have to roll athletics or acrobatics or that.
Just
This one,
walk.
it's more of, I mean, you got to get
Crouch.
down and crouch and kind of turn a little bit and slide a little bit. But
I don't
it's
know. I'm not very dexterous.
I mean, unless you want to roll, because
I'm good. I'm good. I'll take it.
I mean, if you want to roll, I mean, I can always make you.
I'm good. I'm gonna poke my head out the back of whatever cart I'm in.
You're in the middle one, and as you poke your head out, you see this going on.
Nope. I'm gonna back right back in.
And you see Andrew just. And at this point, it's more of a wet noise. Cause,
Welching.
yeah, because he's just Yeah, that noise. And after you go, it's a shambling mound. And it looks over and it sees all you guys right there. And it reaches down and grabs the cart. And I want to roll. And it picks up the cart. And it roars. And the cart comes flying.
Sure am glad I stayed in my cart.
You might still get hit with another cart.
And I need everyone right there in that center area to make a deck save.
Does that include me?
No. Edric's at disadvantage because he's over here.
Still waylaying.
Okay, Edric fails. What'd you get?
I failed, even with my save.
Uh-oh.
9 total.
Oh,
I rolled a 3.
what about these guys? Oh, they fail. What about Sarah? She's at disadvantage because she's on the ground.
Sure am glad I stayed inside my
She
cart.
failed. So let me.
Everybody
takes damage, full damage right there. Oh, this is awesome.
How does it hit?
Just like that.
Oh, so Boomstick got away?
Yeah,
And
Boomstick's the
Dr.
only
Doom?
one. Boomstick and Doom are the only two that didn't get hit. And let's see, how much damage do we all take here? As you guys look up and just see horse and all.
Oh, whoa.
21 points of damage.
Oh.
Are you
Oh.
down?
Yeah, he's got exactly
Exactly.
21.
Exactly.
You all took 21 points of damage. Edric's at 1 hit point. He had 20.
Hey, he's at least still up. I'm sitting here going. Probably crushed ribs with the cart still sitting on me.
Nice.
They're all dead.
What about Sarah?
Oh no, she's not dead. She's hurting really, really, really bad.
I think I absorbed some of the hit before it hit her.
It's like, hey. And it's at the start of the round again. With Edric, who kind of, the hell? And, like, you, actually, no one can see what the hell's going on, because
there's a card on top of him.
and Edric instantly just kind of, like, crawls over towards you. It's like, and might help if I was on the right character.
Edric
Maybe.
comes over.
You awake?
You dead yet?
And suddenly, he's like, Alikir, wake up. Wake up. And suddenly, you come to. You have 2 hit points.
Ooh.
That's twice as good as 1! And infinitely better than 0.
And he's like, oh, thank God. And you two are underneath this cart. And Sarah's laying there just like,
I guess he would be down too.
yeah, he crawled. He didn't. And
I'm gonna look over at her and go, what cart was my stuff in? Before we all go down again, you stupid bitch.
she's all, the one on top of us, you fucking cunt. It starts crawling. Like she starts crawling out.
And I'm gonna start digging into the cart to find to get to the door, to get in there, to get my stuff.
Well, it's on top of you, so.
So I'm gonna work on crawling my way
Which
out.
way are you crawling?
Could I tell which way is the back of the cart?
I'll say yeah. It's the toward the front.
Then I'm gonna start crawling that way to get to the door.
All right. And she crawls the totally opposite direction. And so yeah, you guys are both back on your feet. That was your whole movement right now. There's a whole bunch of shit in the back of the thing tossed around. And
I'm just gonna start digging in to find my bow, my dagger, their stuff.
All right,
to be able to toss it to.
And it's Asha's turn. And you just watched as a cart.
I'm gonna look at this guy up above me. Temporary truce?
Sure.
Okay. And then I'm gonna shoot at that thing. 15.
That's a hit.
Good. 10.
I was expecting the 1.
I was too, but I'm happy for the 10.
And you watch as this makes a hole in its stomach, and you can see people already they're getting eaten the cage from the inside.
Ugh.
And you see a couple hands and arms fall out, and you also see as it heals.
Mm-hmm.
And it just it didn't even look like it.
Doesn't look like it phased it. Just out of curiosity, would I know anything about this?
Roll me an Arcana. Actually, we didn't know roll me in nature.
A 5.
You know, it's a lot of plant stuff.
What the fuck is that? As I'm kind of backing that way a little more. So it's not as easy. Yeah, that's good.
That's all the fuck. Run it.
It's the fucking.
Oh god.
The fucking. And the guys are just like, oh no! It's just in the road! And it's their turn. And this one guy is just taking off. He didn't even run towards Sarah. He ran off towards me.
Boomstick?
Yeah, Boomstick takes off. Just full dash. He drops his crossbow and he is taking his chances with the woods. This other guy, he turns and fires. Dr. Doom. That was not where I needed to roll it. He actually hits, finally. And the heavy crossbow is D10, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's what I had to double check. I was like, wait a minute, I'm not used to a heavy crossbow.
Right.
Yeah, me neither. Alright, and it sinks into this thing, and you see the tendrils just, the vines pull it in. And he runs and jumps off the side next to...
Bless you. To me?
Yeah, he jumps right off the side next to Asha. And he just presses up against the cart. He's like, are you as scared as I am?
Probably a little more. I'm shackled.
And you see him bleeding out the side with a crossbow bolt through his... He still has a crossbow bolt in him. And after he goes, Rafben.
So I'm gonna look outside of the cart again. I assume I'm gonna see
flipped over cart.
Yeah. And I'm gonna ask Alikir what he's doing.
Trying to get our stuff.
Oh, well, I'll make my way from my cart, move the 10 feet or so,
Yeah.
and I'll start pulling out stuff with the rest of my turn. How much can I get?
Roll me athletics.
21.
Okay, so roll me a D8. On a 1, 2, it's nothing. 3, 4 is yours. Something of yours. 5, 6 is Asha's, and 7, 8 is Alikir.
4.
You find something of Asha's. What all did you have? You just had armor, huh? Armor and a book?
No, I don't have a book yet.
Okay.
But I had my pack. That had a lot of crap in it. And,
So,
my pack or the armor.
okay.
I had a backpack with a bedroll.
Hello.
Hi.
You find the backpack. And, yeah, you hung out with Asha enough. You know this is her backpack.
I'll look around. I don't see her, so I'll just sling it over my back for the time being.
Okie dokie. And with that, you hear the...
I probably should have looked behind me.
This thing moves 20 feet.
Wait, the entire... So, would that be 5 or would that be 10?
That'd be 10.
Okay.
And yeah, you just see this thing just, just slithering, and it's a weird motion of almost like slithering and walking all at the same time. And that's his turn right now because he can't get close enough to you.
I'm just gonna ask Alikir, what the fuck is this thing?
Not really sure, but it's at least got a temporary truce between us and our captors.
And it's Ed's turn. And he's on the backside.
This way?
Yeah, he stands up and he runs the last 15 feet he moved that way. And he's like, Asha! He's like, get down! As you see the red energy forming in his hands of the Eldritch Blast.
Wait a minute!
So much for your truce.
And he's like, what?
Attacking that thing!
And he's just holds on to the blast and just kind of, alright. And just dissipates it. And just kind of, you see he looks woozy as fuck. Bleeding from the head.
Mm-hmm.
Scars and yeah. So, but after Ed, it's Sarah, and she runs.
She runs?
She runs. She ain't staying with this shit. Fuck that.
Mm.
And then there was one spy and you guys.
Poor Dr. Doom.
Alikir, you're up. I would say, are you trying to look through as well?
No. I want to see if we can get rid of this threat. I'm going to Hunter's Market
Okay.
and take a shot with a heavy crossbow.
You gotta load this round, don't you?
Yeah, you haven't loaded it.
Yeah.
Oh shit. And yeah, I would have to load and just wait. Fucking crossbows.
Or do you want to look? You can Hunter's Mark and still look through the stuff.
But you
Yeah,
can't
but I have
Hunter's
to-
Mark and reload.
Yeah.
Or you can't reload and look for the stuff.
I'd rather reload.
Yeah.
All right. It's like Hunter's Mark. All right. Asha, you are up.
I'm gonna go over to Edric and cast Cure Wounds.
All right.
Seven. Plus 4 would be 11. So he's got 11 now.
He has 12.
Well, yeah, he just got 11 more.
Yeah, he's at 12. He's not completely dying.
You gonna explain the temporary truce?
I am. I'm gonna flat out tell him this guy is okay right now. We're gonna fight the vine thing first, and then we can discuss any further options.
He was like, all right, cool. What is that?
I don't know. It's a vine thing.
He's like, shit, this thing is mean. And with that, we go to the one guy by himself up there. He looks back at you guys and he's like, really? No healing for me? And as he, reloads the crossbow.
He was about to pass out, and I think we might need all the help we can get.
And he's still standing his ground right now. Rafben.
Well, since I'm not a ranged character, I'm gonna keep digging through. Another athletics.
Yes.
22.
Alright, roll me a d8 again.
5.
There's something from Asha again. It's her armor. Well, Asha's nowhere to be found, so.
Well, I wasn't quiet, so I'm there still.
Well, I'm just gonna shove it in her backpack
Yeah.
if it'll fit, and then end my turn.
Alright, so. It's the Shambling Mound's turn. Now we'll tell you what it is. It's the Shambling Mound.
You already told us, but
And another 20 feet. And you see it just kind of still slowly coming towards you guys. And we start back over with Edric, who runs 30 feet towards the thing. No, not that way, because he can't go that way. He have to climb under. Yep. And he looks at it, just kind of, and casts Hex on it. And I gotta remember exactly what Hex does.
Disadvantage on something on it.
I think it's disadvantage on saving throws. I think it's like the opposite of guidance.
The extra
Deal 1d6 necrotic
D6.
anytime you hit it with an attack. Choose one ability when you cast the spell. They'll have disadvantage on ability checks made with that.
Right. Alright, cool. And is that a bonus? Oh, it's a bonus. So then, as soon as that happens, you see like this black, like this kind of black energy wrap around this monster, and then all of a sudden he just holds out his hand and does not hit with Elder's Blast. He actually completely misses. Yeah. And Alikir, you are up.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take my shot. See if I can hit this big son of a bitch. 17.
That's a hit.
8 total damage. I rolled 2 2s.
It just.
And I'm gonna look at Rafben and go, have you found yourself a weapon yet?
Keep finding Asha's stuff.
Because we need to move.
I mean, I also had a short bow and a mithril dagger, but he
So
hadn't found it.
backpack and armor at this point.
Yeah.
And is it a full action or a bonus action to reload?
It's a full action.
Full action.
We discussed that already.
Then I have to wait to reload for the next round.
Yeah. But you can move if you want to move.
I kind of need to. So I'm not going to last long.
You going back under or you going around?
Would going under give me any kind of...
It'd give you cover.
No, in all honesty, I'm going to confuse the shit out of this thing and move my full 30 feet this way.
Okie dokie. And you watch as Alikir just.
Oh, this is just great.
Alright. Asha, you are up.
I get back up there by Edric, and I'm going to come at... I don't want to be quite so close. Yeah, that'll work. And I'm going to shoot the mound.
With?
Eldritch Blast. Pretty much the only thing I got right now. I mean, I got a couple of other things, but...
You only have like one spell slot left. Huh?
I only have one spell slot left. Yeah.
So does Edgar.
Dirty 20.
That's a hit.
Seven.
This thing doesn't even look like it's sluggish at all. You can just... Alright. And it's the one little dude left here. He misses as he's like, oh no, he has to reload this round. So he's just like, shit, click, click. And that's his turn.
Because
I'm going to look over at him and go, why do you guys use crossbows?
They're heavier and they do more damage.
But they're slower.
And it is Rafben's turn.
Well, I don't have anything I can do, so
Keep on
keep
searching.
digging.
Keep on digging. Keep on digging.
10.
Okay. That's not bad.
D8 again.
Yep.
3.
And high or low?
We'll go low.
And you see something like glinting. You reach in, pull out sword and shield.
My sword and shield or
Yep.
Edric's?
Edric didn't have a shield.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's your sword and shield. Da-na-na-na-na.
Alright, so let's see. Alikir's got a weapon. Edric and Asha, they're just flinging energy at this guy, so I am going...
No, Edric has a sword.
Well, yes, but they...
we've been ranging it up.
Move my 30 feet over to there.
Alright. This thing's seeing you three.
Mm-hmm.
Just...
That's why I was trying to make it a little harder target.
20 feet that way. Actually, you know what? 40 feet. No, toward
No.
straight toward it, toward Edric, right there. Yeah. And Edric, you see Edric just kind of looking up at this thing, a little bit of fear.
Mm-hmm.
And it's his go. And he just kind of, fuck it, and just takes his sword and runs in. Can you move him up? And he is going to use his last spell slot. And let's see what he does here. Because this could get really bad, or...
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So he adds an extra D6 psychic damage to this attack?
Necrotic.
No, psychic.
Oh.
For what he's about to do. Wrathful Smite.
Don't forget the 1d6 necrotic.
Oh yeah. 1d6 necrotic, 1d6 psychic. And with a 19, he hits. 19 plus stuff, he hits.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to make a... oh, nice. It has to make a wisdom save. And if it fails, it is frightened of Edric. Two plus 0 is a 2. So it is frightened of Edric.
So it's going to try and get away from Edric.
Yes, on its turn, it has to run from him.
Fabulous. We don't know this yet, but fabulous.
7. He did 11 points of damage to it.
Mm-hmm.
As he just runs up and just... and just like... Suddenly you see him come swinging down with his short sword, and suddenly looks like flames erupt from his sword and just slam into this thing.
Okay.
And it roars in pain. And if this thing could show fear, it would, but there's not enough facial structure. But technically, it doesn't have a face.
It doesn't have a face. It's a mound of earth and vines.
And there are glowing red dots up top that kind of structure an eye, some eyes, and a mouth, but that's about it. And it is Alikir's turn.
Okay. Reloaded last round. So I'm going to bonus action cast Hail of Thorns.
Okay.
So, let's see if this thing hits.
Oh no, will that hit?
Possibly. He needs to make a dex save.
Okay.
If it hit.
Then nat 20?
No.
Nat 1?
No. Does a 14 hit?
Does not.
And that is the end of my turn.
This arrow goes flying through the air, and it just slams into it, and it just sucks it in through its back, and keeps on going. Asha, you're up.
I will switch it up a little bit, and seeing as the fire seemed to do something, Sacred Flame.
I will say, okay. It needs to make a dex save, then.
Yes.
What's the DC?
Is 14.
What'd you say? It's a
Dex save.
Oh yeah, seeing that this thing is not dexterous whatsoever, and I rolled a 7 minus 1. So
I'll take it.
takes the holy fire damage.
Yep, 4.
A whole 4.
Whole 4.
Holy diver. The flames, the sacred light slams into it. It roars in a little more pain. Because sacred flame isn't really fire.
It's not. It's radiant.
Yeah.
But it's what I got that's fire-like.
And that's the end of your turn, unless you want to move.
Yeah, I will spread out a little bit more. About come this way just a little bit. Yeah.
Alright. And it's the spy's turn. He drops the crossbow, pulls out his short sword, and runs in. Because he's like, fuck it.
Would he technically have advantage? Or no?
Yes. Yes, he would.
Yay, technicality.
Because they're both in combat.
And that's a hit. And being that he is a rogue,
Noise.
he gets some sneak attack damage. He does 10 points of damage to this thing. As he cuts into it, and it kind of... And you start seeing some of the vines aren't pulling themselves together as quickly. I mean, it's still kind of stitching itself up, but not nearly as fast as it was. And next up is Rafben.
Alright, so I guess I'm going to continue my way around the cart.
Make my way around.
And since I'm not going to make it in time to do anything, I'm just going to dash.
10,
And then I'll end my turn there.
Okie dokie. And it's its turn, and on its action, it has to retreat 20 feet away from it.
Which
So
direction?
it was going to go backwards, so it turns towards you and just maybe a dex save,
Oh, good.
because if not, it's going to run you over.
8.
Okay, it runs you over 20 feet in that direction. And no, one more back. 'Cause that's right there. And you take 10 points of damage as it stomps on you, and I need you to make me either a dexterity save or a strength save.
Well, if you're going to give me the choice, I'm going to make strength. Not that it would have mattered. 6.
Y'all watch as this thing like runs over Rafben, and Rafben's no longer there.
Oh no.
Rafben is now grappled underneath this thing. And on your turn, you'll be able to make another try to escape save, or it's going to get bad.
In other words, try to escape on your turn.
And it starts to the top again.
Wish I'd known he was going to run that direction.
That's the fun part. You don't know.
You could have done it to me.
I mean, yeah, he could have, but he'd still have to come closer to Edric's. One step.
And so,
Ouch.
and Edric yells, yeah, I gotta see something. It's still a furred.
A furred of him?
Yep, it's still a furred, and Edric yells, "Get back here!" And like full on dashes at this thing. And he does have advantage because he's running up on something that's frightened of him. And that 18 hits. Not that much damage, but 7 points of damage. Every little bit helps at this point.
Right.
Alright, and Alikir, you just watched this thing just take off running. You saw Rafben there, and then he's gone.
I'm gonna move closer to, chase after and go ahead and reload because it's a stupid heavy crossbow.
Here?
Yeah.
Alright, Asha.
I am going to move 15 feet. I'm going diagonal because I want to get a side of him. And gonna hit the mic. Gonna do Sacred Flame again.
Alright. It needs to make a dex save.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because it's so good at those.
It is, isn't it?
Got a 4. But another -1. So roll the 5.
4. And then I'm gonna continue my movement to go around the cart as much as I can.
Alright. And it comes around to the one guy left who's been helping you out this whole entire fight. And he turns tail and takes off running. Oh no, he's not that far off yet. He's that right there. And then he turns and he'll take his one last shot. That's a hit. For 8 points of damage.
There's that heavy crossbow.
Oh crap! No. Yeah, never mind. Oh no, he didn't. He couldn't have shot. Never mind. He dropped his crossbow and had the sword.
He can launch the sword.
Nah, he's just running.
Damn.
All right, so Rafben, you're up. You are right now, like in this thing's leg, getting pulled up its body.
Strength saving throw.
Yep.
13.
That is not enough. And you start feeling yourself getting pulled up farther to like the stomach area.
Are my hands still free?
No, you're grappled at the moment. Actually, no. Hold on. I think. Let's see. Grapple. Oh no, you can still swing. You're at disadvantage.
Well,
That wasn't what you were gonna do?
I'm gonna punch.
Oh.
Searing smite punch.
I mean, you can still use your sword.
Oh, okay. Then
Yeah,
I'm gonna use my sword.
You're just at disadvantage trying to, because essentially it has you wrapped in. Your movement is 0, but you can still fight.
Let's see. 4 plus stuff. 10.
You do not hit,
Damn.
Worth a try.
and you spend the spell slot because you did.
Yeah, I stated up front. Although it is technically a bonus action. But yeah.
Well, so I'm kind of wondering for mine. Mine says the next time you hit a creature. So technically, I still have.
Oh no, that's that weird.
Because yeah, it says concentration up to a minute. The next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack before the spell ends, the creature or the spell creates a rain of thorns that sprouts from either your weapon or the ammunition.
Okay, yeah, okay, I see that.
It's the same with smite.
Is it the same?
Yeah.
So
On
you-
the next hit.
See, I think that's. Oh, we'll talk about that after the
That's
fight.
fine.
Yeah, because right now we're don't want to bog down the combat. So he ran. Okay, now it's going to go for it's moving away from, which he gets attack opportunity because it's a hit.
Does he have Sentinel?
He does not. and this thing just roars in pain as it's like trying to get away. And feeling that you're inside, it goes to engulf. Alright, roll me a con save, please.
At least I'm decent at those.
I mean, you're supposed to be decent at strength saves, too.
But are you gonna Clark it up?
Dirty 20.
Okay, so you're holding your breath right now as you get pulled inside this thing. That's as far as it goes. Yeah. And starts back over with Edric. And oh no, okay. Yay! It's no longer a fur, and it stops and just turns. And Edric's about to run at it, and he's like, "Oh!" And Eldritch Blast. Because he's like, nope, nope, nope. It turned around. It turned around way too quickly. Really? I missed with that. I've been hitting with every other goddamn thing.
Yeah, well.
And Edric starts running backwards. He moves his 30 feet backwards.
Backpedal.
He's like, nope, 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 nope. Alikir, you are up. And you see Edric just like, you know, he takes that one step and just like full on like Sonic digs heels in and stops and it's like, nope, nope, nope. Starts running backwards. Eldritch Blast. And
I'm gonna move 15 feet back. Hail of Thorns again and try to take another shot. $16.
that's a hit.
$17 damage total.
And you sit there, that crossbow bolt, it flies. Suddenly, it just splinters in a whole bunch of arrows and like machine gun blast this thing. And it roars and then starts just falling apart. And as it falls apart, suddenly Rafben is standing there in the middle of vines and dead body parts and just lets out as, you know, he starts breathing again because he was holding his breath the whole time while he was inside this thing. And the monster is defeated.
Okay. I'm coming around the cart to see what is going on before.
And I'm going to turn around. Has Dr. Doom finished running off, or is he still close enough?
He is hauling ass. He is just out of there.
Nobody else is anywhere nearby?
Nope.
Any of them? Let's recover, get our shit, and get the fuck out of here.
And then, after seeing that's okay, are there any horses left?
No.
Damn. I was hoping.
Nope, the horses were the first. A couple of the horses were the first to go. The other ones were.
One was still on the cart that landed on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one got crushed by the where the cart landed.
Most likely, yeah.
But for expediency,
We get our shit?
you get all your shit back.
Do they have
and-
any good shit?
Oh yeah, I mean, if they've already run off and we know this thing is down, I want to loot and find whatever loot
Yeah.
fucking can is.
Alright, each of you roll me one investigation and we'll see what happens. Who's first?
15.
Dirty 20.
4.
Alright. You do find some stuff. I will give it to y'all. I will send y'all a message and let y'all know what y'all find, and I will let the listeners know what y'all find next game.
Okay.
And from there, like I said, y'all take off.
Mm-hmm.
Any certain direction, or you just kind of...
Does anything look familiar? And I'm going to see if I recognize anything as well.
Roll survivals, whoever wants to try.
Eight.
Ah, I fucking rolled over.
Yeah.
5.
Not 20.
Awesome.
25 total.
Awesome. You guys, trees look like trees.
Right.
Yeah, you've seen this place before.
We passed by it like 8 times today.
The
Oh.
It's almost like the forest was...
Keeping us in?
Yeah.
I have a feeling it wants to take Edric somewhere.
Then it might be a good thing we got in to the forest.
Yes.
I
Edric,
just-
do you have a feeling of which way we might need to go at this point? Because I think it's only going to tell you where to go.
That may be. Or after you roll this.
Edric's kind of like, I can try. And you see him close his eyes for a second, and he's like, straight that way. He points deeper in.
And we'll head that way. Keep going.
And do you guys want, you travel for a couple of hours, and
Oh, before we leave, I'm going to use one of my oil flasks, and I'm burning their fucking carts for if they come back for them after we grab this.
okay.
I will assist him
Yeah,
as
it's
much
no-
as I can.
It's not hard. This shit goes up easy.
Poor Charles.
Yeah, I wonder if the creature got him or if he ran away.
Did I recognize any of the body parts?
No.
Hey, I've seen that hand.
That finger flipped me off.
So, after hours and hours of walking, it is starting to get like close to the end of the day, and you guys are tired, beat up, and
So how bad off is everyone?
he's about half.
Same. I'm a little over.
I will use my last spell slot and cure wounds on Alikir.
I mean, I would say don't even worry about it because
I was gonna say we're about to long rest. It sounds like.
I was gonna
It
let y'all-
doesn't matter. Let
Well,
me roll it.
If she does it, I'll take first watch.
I'll do that, and I'll also do lay on hands for an additional 10
Plus charisma, so 8.
plus 10.
18.
Puts me at 20. I'm only one down now. So yes, I will take first watch.
Good, because you're the max now. Good thing about warlocks is only need a short rest to recover those slots.
But who said night comes, you guys kind of huddle around and sleep and rest, and when the morning comes, you all notice something. You're not at the same spot y'all went to sleep at.
I mean, it is the woods. They do whatever the hell they want.
The other question is, whose watch did it happen on?
That is a question.
No one knows. At some point, one of y'all dozed off for just a split second.
I know who's gonna get blamed.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, in general, our passive probably would have been
That's-
high enough to notice
Right.
us.
That's why I'm saying I
and-
know who's gonna get blamed.
And I have 120 feet in dark.
Right.
I don't think I have quite that much. I think I only have 60.
No, you have 60. I got Devil's Sight.
But yeah. And as y'all all awaken in the morning and come out of your tents, or out of your sleeping bags, whatever, you see it's a clearing. Some old ruined houses and buildings, and right at the front of this not front, I'm sorry, right in the middle of this whole like ruined town, there's a sword, like in a pedestal, that's stabbed right there.
I look at Edric. Are you supposed to draw the sword?
No. No, it never says anything about the sword. It's the water around it that I'm supposed to gather.
Oh.
Because in the middle of the pedestal there is like you see no way of how this water should be here.
Right.
But it's clear, like crystal clear. Like time should have made this
Murky
and
algae filled.
yeah, and it's still completely pristine. He goes, let's get the water and let's go.
I mean, I want to know why the sword's here.
It's this gorgeous golden two-hander. Not two-hander, but a long sword. Just the guards has like dragon-looking wings, leather handle, diamond hilt or butt
Pommel.
pommel. The blade itself looks almost white. And it looks like it's just sitting there.
Probably supposed to leave that, huh?
I don't know. At this point, we might as well take it. We're fucking up tradition anyway.
Yes. Was,
If
someone supposed to originally have been sent with you as well as us?
It was my champions.
whoever won the tournament.
Is the champion supposed to draw the sword while he takes the water?
Yes.
I don't know. It's never said anything about this before.
I mean, we could try.
We could also die trying.
I mean, really, that's the worst that could happen. Maybe.
I mean, that's always the worst that could happen.
No, I'm pretty sure there are worse things that can happen than dying. But
Do we chance it? I'd turn and ask Edric.
Yes, it's up to you.
maybe it's here because we need it. If nobody else is going to try, I'm going to try and pull it out.
Roll me athletics. You see Asha grab it, like, and yanks. Doesn't move. Pulls again. Doesn't move.
Anybody else want to try? Come on, you know you want to.
I know I want to.
Do
I'm
it.
Afraid. Screw it. I'm gonna do it. Said athletics.
Yep.
12.
And it's that whole... The muscle guy is just like, pull it. Nothing.
Might as well give it a shot if everybody else has. Nope.
Was it a nat one?
Nat 2.
Oh.
So,
Cool.
And you see Edric just like, screw it. He just walks up and pulls as hard as he can,
Nothing.
and it doesn't move.
I wonder if we all tried to pull it at once.
Maybe.
I mean, it's worth a shot. Otherwise, there's a sword we leave here.
Might as well.
Do we roll?
See what happens.
It was athletics?
Yeah.
21?
10.
And you all pull. With all your combined force. You pull and you pull, and suddenly, boom! And you three all go flying back. And as you're all sitting there, you're standing up. There's a man standing in front of the sword now. And he looks at you all. And he goes, "Not worthy." And reaches back and grabs the sword.
That's par for the course.
And suddenly, golden armor just like comes on him. And like he actually does the whole like draws the sword across the front of his arm, and then like it sparks and like catches fire. And he just looks at you all. Now die. And we will roll initiative, and that's what we'll pick up next week.
Next month.
Well, next game. So we got
8.
15.
22.
he got an 8 as well. And so before this fight happens, I will say you did level up to level 3. So pick your archetypes. All that will kick in next game as well. Alright guys, well, thank you again for joining us for this lovely adventure. We'll see you next time, and y'all have a good night. Or
Bye.
day, or whenever y'all watching this.
Thanks, everybody.
Listening, watching, whatever. Thank you again. See y'all later.
And thanks again to Kyle at Waxahachie Coins and Comics. Also, check us out on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. Twitter is Dicey Fate. Twitter and Instagram are Dicey Fate Podcast. Those are all one word, no capital, no space, no none of that crap.
Later, guys.
Good night, guys.